Can I assume that Kim Blair is going to speak?
For some reason, they did not, they weren't able to make it.
Kirk King. Mr. King, Principal, West Hamlin Elementary.
Good evening, Mr. Priestley, board members, Ms. Lucas, and central office members. I'm just here tonight to say thank you. The last board meeting, leadership team was here. We had an after-school issue and late bus, so I was running tardy and didn't get here on time. And I want to say thank you for sticking to the rules and regulations of a board meeting and saying you weren't here on time. Sorry about your luck. That happens. That's the way education is. So I appreciate that. But I want to thank you for giving myself and the leadership team the opportunity to travel to Arizona for the Effective Schools Conference. And I just want to reiterate the importance of taking advantage of those opportunities. As Dr. Ferris pushes out and the state pushes out local control, I think it's imperative that we challenge and encourage ourselves to, whenever, wherever possible, to take advantage of these national professional development sessions and bring these ideas, these techniques, these strategies, whatever nuggets that we can bring back to Lincoln County and locally push out to our students to make sure that they are prepared for this global world that folks are talking about here this evening. And I think it's very, very important. And I just want to, again, encourage and challenge you to seek that opportunity for improvement for our staffs, and that will in turn help our students. Whenever West Hamlin attends a professional development session like Effective Schools or Model Schools, we bring something back. I want to bring back an idea and introduce that to you this evening. And listening to two different presentations, I think that this idea that Dr. Anthony Muhammad shared with us, it shared with me in a breakout session. It's called systemic impediments. Systemic impediments. And I would challenge and encourage all of us to be aware of that. And a systemic impediment is something that we have in place in our system that holds us back. And it's something that we can change to make sure that our students and our communities are moving forward. So as local control, as we receive more local control, and as we work to transition into this whole new world of this changing education dream, I really think that we need to make sure that we challenge ourselves when it comes to those systemic impediments. And if it's something that the state has put on us, we know what's best for our students. Then it's our responsibility to challenge that. Now, folks in Charleston can make all kinds of decisions. And there are some that we have to live by. But there comes a time occasionally when we have to say, whoa, wait, that's not what's best for Lincoln County students. And again, I encourage you and challenge you to be willing to make those tough calls. It's not going to be easy. It's not easy standing up to the big man. But the responsibility to our children, we have to do that. Thank you for the opportunity to speak this evening. I'm sorry I couldn't have been on time last board meeting, but again, thanks and have a great evening.
Appreciate it, Mr. King. That's everyone who's signed in. I'll make just a comment or so here, trying to live on the edge here, without getting the big guy or whoever you refer to against him. But just a couple things, though. One, as far as us acting on removing the school from the auction, we really can't do that. The board cannot take action, have any action that's not on its agenda. Now, so if we don't have this on our agenda as an action item, then we can't really bring it up and vote on it. That being said, the board, if you looked at the advertisement of for all of the properties, it states in there that the board has a right to reject any and all bids. So, should that ever, I'm not speaking for the board, we're going to talk about this even more. But should it be that it's found that it would be more advantageous for our kids and for your community and our community and all of us and our school system to alter that in some way, we can do it by not accepting the bid. So I just want you to understand, we can't take it, it's too late, those advertisements are out there, but we do not have to accept any bid. We wrote those advertisements in such a way that we could reject any and all bids if they weren't satisfactory. So I just wanted to let you know that. The only other thing that we're going to go into our business here, Commission President Dr. Vance both called me over the weekend, and he and I have had some dialogue. That's what I want to share, one of the things I want to share with members of the board this evening. I'm sure we'll probably have to do that prior. But there are certain stipulations that we've kind of, he and I, he's got a group that he has to work with just like I do with our group here. No promises being made, but he and I have talked about some things, and I'm just not going to say any more than that at this time. But we are, we're understanding where you're all counted on. We're going to do what we think is best, and hopefully we'll all agree upon that. Okay, before I get any more trouble, we're going to move to the administrative section, and I'll ask for a motion for this section, please. Mr. Curry? I'll second. Mr. McAllister, second. Ms. Lucas?
Excuse me. Item